Hey everybody, Andrew Willits with Keller Williams Realty here in Madison, Wisconsin. This is video number 5 of the do's and don'ts when purchasing a home. So this video is titled "Don't Sign Buyer's Agency with an Agent Until You're Ready." So as I already talked to you in an earlier video about, buyer's agency is fantastic. Buyer's agency allows your agent to do and say many things that they cannot do or say to you or for you without that agency agreement being signed. Because remember, until you have that buyer's agency signed, that agent with whom you're speaking doesn't work for you. They work for the seller. Even if they don't know the seller, they by extension are having to work for the seller. So you want to make sure that the agent that's working for you is who you want to work with. So I would be cautious if you want to go and see a home and you call up an agent. Hopefully it's me, but you call up an agent and you say you want to go see a home and they say, well, first we need to sign buyer's agency. The reason I say caution to that is I would never ask somebody to sign buyer's agency with me until we got to know one another. So that could mean having a buyer's consult here at my office. It could mean going out and looking at 1, 2, 3 homes together. There is going to be a limit because there's no guarantee that that person's going to work with me as an agent if we don't have that buyer's agency signed. And so every house that I show them is more and more and more time. And my time is very valuable, and so I need to make sure that I'm using it wisely. That said, I will always show a buyer a couple of houses because I want them to get a feel for me as an agent. I want them to see just how my knowledge about properties, things like that, to basically see what I can bring to the table aside from the things that the buyer's agency allows me to do. So once you sign that buyer's agency, like we said before, you're going to be locked into a term. And let's say it's a 12-month term that you've said. In the next 12 months, you want to buy a house, and you're going to use Jane as your realtor, and she works for ABC Brokerage. Well, in the state of Wisconsin, it's actually in the buyer's agency agreement. You're agreeing that you're not only working with Jane, but you're more so working with ABC Brokerage, with her brokerage, because that agreement is between you and the brokerage, and you've decided that Jane is going to be the agent helping you. However, if at some point you become dissatisfied with Jane, you feel that she's not a good match for you, the problem that you may run into is per that agency agreement that you sign, it states that you can't unilaterally, you can't one-sidedly say, I'm going to fire you as my agent because I don't like working with you anymore. It's a more difficult process than that, and most firms, not all, but most firms in Wisconsin are going to hold you to that, and they're going to say, well, you have an agreement with our firm, so we'll assign you another agent. And who knows, that other agent may be amazing, but that other agent may not be a good fit for you either, and then you're in the same boat. So some agencies are not like that. My agency, Keller Williams, my firm, we have the ability to run our businesses the way that we want to run them. So if we can't come to an agreement, if we decide that we're not a good fit for one another, we can actually terminate that agreement. But that's not the case with everybody that you work with. So again, choose wisely. The big takeaway from this is make sure that buyer's agent is a good fit for you, because you're making one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make in your life, and that's purchasing a new home. And you want to make sure that you have the right person there to guide you through that so things can go as smoothly as possible and you're informed throughout the entire process, so you're making well thought out decisions. So next time, in the next video, we're going to be talking about don't believe everything you see on the internet. And we'll dive more into that next time. So until then, if you have questions, contact me, Andrew Willits, at Keller Williams Realty in Madison, Wisconsin, 608-535 9909, or you can email me at andrewmadisonrealtor@gmail.com. Thanks, guys.